Hello. If everyone can hear me, then say hi. If everyone can see me, then say hi. All right. It's normally like a 30-second delay on this. I'm sure it's working, but I'm still no good at doing this. Cool. Oh yeah, I've just popped up on the screen. All right, let's do some charting. Okay, people can hear and they can see. I am going to increase the size of this text so I can read everyone's comments, which helps. All right then, so what's going on? We're moving up. It's yeah, the short squeeze is happening, maybe. We'll have to wait and see on that one, but yeah, it's looking nice. I was just doing a session with a member in here, a little one-to-one session that was really fun. We identified this range and we were thinking about trades and just having a look at some of the trades that we could have got off of this range that's forming with support of these lows here and with the resistance at the highs, and we are through that for now, and we've just broken through this really nice like cluster of local resistance that we had. So yeah, it's one of those where let's see if this can continue, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Everyone smash up the likes as usual. I'm going to show off a little something. So I have to apologize before I do this because my computer really cannot handle doing like more than one thing at once. At the moment it's doing a stream and it's got TradingView open and it's got Discord open, and I really badly need to get a new computer, but I keep delaying it because the one I need to get costs so much money. But yeah, if Anna is in the chat, I'm going to give Anna a shout out. I think everyone in the group knows Anna, but I've got like a little something that she made for yeah, for the stream. Once I get a new computer, this will be a lot smoother. But yeah, if anyone is not subscribed, then oh, look how slow it's coming up. But there it is. This should be a lot smoother than this. I haven't figured out how to make it better. I think it's because OBS is like trying to load a video and do this all at the same time. But it's the world's slowest like and subscribe thing going on. It's just there crawling its way. So yeah, thank you, Anna, for making that. It's I'll figure out how to make it a lot smoother in the future, and when it goes on to videos, when I do my morning updates and things, when I upload it, it will look a lot better than that. But yeah, on the stream it looks yeah, a bit slow. But hey, at least it's there for long enough for people to see it. Oh my god, and now it's repeating itself. All right, let's get rid of that. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so that's one of the many things that have been in development. A little button, which is nice. All right, let's look at some charts. Yeah, RF, at least everyone will notice. Yeah, it's there for long enough, isn't it? And people will be like, what is that thing just randomly crawling its way across the screen? Yeah. So we're still consolidating in this area. The longer we have been sideways, and I've been saying this for a while is like, yeah, the longer this stays sideways, the more I am looking for a move up next. We all know what the resistance is, but we've had an interesting development this afternoon, is that previously this, let's take off these daily levels and things. Previously our point of control was up here, and this was the point of control of everything. No matter where you pulled your fixed range from, it was always here. But since this afternoon, and Jaffa, shout out to Jaffa, he noticed this earlier on, our point of control has moved down. So what you often see, and I see this time and time again with with Bitcoin, is that price will just hang around in a range, and it's almost like it waits for enough confirmation and enough volume within this area, enough transactions to have occurred for the point of control to move down, and then it looks to move out of the range one way or another. I was leaning bullish anyway, just because of the divergence that we had going on. Yeah, no echo. Yeah, just because of the divergence we had going on, and because of this void that we have up here that is yet to be filled, I was leaning more bullish, looking for a move up. And the fact that this point of control has come down to this area makes me think that it's likely that we're going to see that now without really needing to come back and chop around these lows too much more. So it's one of those things where, yeah, I'm more on the bullish side now, and it's kind of done it. Like as soon as that point of control moved down, that was when point of control moved down to here, and like literally at the same time it did that and came up, and it's been really nice. So yeah, 25th Legacy had the video up in 2 windows. I hope that counts as 2 viewers. That would be nice. I'm having a beer tonight, just because it's a Tuesday night. Only like the one, but yeah, I've also got my water. I'm just having a beer. Okay, so what I wanted to go through again on the stream is, again, I'm going to, so anyone who's in the group, you'll know that I made a little announcement earlier on today. I'm just going to go through these formalities first of all, because I'm always so bad at like promotion, and actually doing this is is something that can yeah, that kind of thing. But yeah, I made this what is it? Oh, everyone saw like an announcement in the, oh, what am I doing? This bloody Discord is in my way. There we go. Yeah, I had a little announcement in the Discord earlier about the fact that we're going to be offering like one-to-one sessions. For anyone that's within the group, I was speaking with Luxury and a few other members and things, and I think for now we want to, yeah, keep things as open as possible within the Toros Crypto group, and to allow people to get access to all the information that they need within here. And I'm really enjoying doing this, and yeah, it's at the moment I'm happy with how things are going. But yeah, if anyone wants one-to-one sessions, then I have this available for anyone who would like it. Yeah, just drop me a DM and we can sort that out. I've done a few this week with some members already, and they've been really good fun. Yeah, and hopefully the people that have had them so far have had been able to learn stuff and had stuff to take away from that. So yeah, there's my little plug for one-to-one coaching. If you message me, you can either book in with myself or with Luxury. I'm sure we've both got plenty of knowledge that we can share. Yeah. There we go. I'm so bad at self-promotion, man. I'm awful at it. Let's bring that back over here. Cool. So I'll do this the same as usual. If anyone has any questions of what's going on in the market right now, or the way that I trade or anything like that, then just let me know. If not, then I'll keep talking to myself, and I'll keep looking over some of the charts. I'd quite like to have a look at some altcoins today. Yeah, we've had some really nice setups on a lot of alts, so that is cool. And in the meantime, what I will do is, just in case, I will set a couple of alerts on Bitcoin. So what I would like to look for is if right now we fall back into this range. So I am looking at this as a range. Thanks. Yeah, no, Bitcoin hasn't. There you go. I set an alert and immediately it's triggered, even though price hasn't gone through it. Yeah. Seriously? Really? Okay. Yeah. I'll have to do it this way. I am going to set a couple of alerts. I'm going to set an alert there. And I'm going to set an alert here. Alan Armstrong, what do you think of Wyckoff distribution chart? Looks way too similar to BTC right now for my liking. Yeah, Bitcoin often does this, and the thing is that more often than not, when it paints these Wyckoff things, I consider it to be reaccumulation until I'm proven wrong. At some point during a bull market, you are going to be proven wrong, but I just find that as the safest level for me. I still am aware that we could go lower, but I really don't believe that the bull run is over just from one move that happened on a weekend. Market structure is still bullish, so I'm not really looking at the Wyckoff stuff as so much distribution. Yes, we did have it up here, and we could say that there would be a danger of it happening. The last time I saw a really good example of Wyckoff was like back last September. This looks almost too trending for me rather than being range bound, as we still are effectively trending. Yeah, you could say this was a nice Wyckoff reaccumulation. Let's just make this like white so it's neutral. So you had a nice pattern that played out here. And we could be looking at this as being, that deviation of this range and then falling back down into expansion. Yeah. I think it really depends which distribution pattern or distribution schematic that you're really looking at. I still favor reaccumulation here. And the thing is, if it's distribution, sorry, I'm just going off on a random thing here. I'm just trying to keep it simple. Is yeah, we'd have to look to come down here and to lose these levels, which does give us these targets lower down. So yeah, it's possible, and these still are areas of support that I'm looking at. I wouldn't mind that at all. Yeah, this was a really nice example of it back in September. Like this is perfect example. Is you have a range going on here, and just real simple. You can even move that up to yeah, just as a nice reaccumulation schematic. A lot of people were looking lower at this point, and you have that like jump across the creek and then never look back really. But yeah, I'll certainly have a look through the schematics and see if I do notice any patterns. I'm not sure if have you posted a chart on the Bitcoin chat or anything like that? Alan, if you've posted a chart, could you just, or if you haven't posted a chart, would you be able to just do that on the Bitcoin channel in the Discord, or just link me to the chart if you have already posted it, because it would be interesting to look at. Okay, Simon, hey Luke, do you know of a service that would allow me to execute multiple orders across different pairs at the same time, or with take profits and stop loss? I've used 3 commas, but have to start trades individually. I don't know why you'd. Are you meaning like something where you'd? Yeah, I don't. I'm so short answer to that is I don't know of anything that would allow you to do that. I don't even use 3 commas myself. I'm just happy enough using the exchanges. But yeah, I'm not sure why you would particularly want to open up a number of trades at the same time with take profits and stop loss set, because the percentages are going to be different for different assets. I guess it could be useful, like especially for the other day you could go like, right, long everything down here, long everything. But yeah, no, I don't know of a service that can do that. Someone else might. If you do know of a service that can do that, then yeah, post it in the Discord group or the YouTube comments or anything. Cool. Okay, so I'm just going to go over this quickly. This is the Wyckoff distribution pattern that Alan sent on the YouTube. So I'm just going to quickly have a look at this, because I do like Wyckoff stuff and I think it's worth having a look at. So yeah, here is our schematic. The thing that I was saying earlier is like, yes, this is valid, but with these same schematics, they can also be reaccumulation. So it's quite difficult depending on which way you flip this. It can be bullish, and I think the next week or so is what's going to confirm that. So if we are in this phase, going into this phase D, then yeah, that will be, it's really why you just trade level by level, because until you're out of this, it's one of those where you don't know, like this could be a range. It could be reaccumulation, and it could just go higher after this because we are still trending higher. Whereas on these schematics, it is more of a flat range that's going on. Or yeah, you can then move lower. Yeah, it's a possibility, and that is why I do have those lower targets still in mind. But yeah, just keep trading level by level. The other thing I was looking at the other day is that just almost how similar this is to the top, well, or how similar it seems to be to the top that was back in 2017. And the weird thing about it is that I didn't remember 2017 to be the way it actually was on the chart. Like, I remember it being a massive blow off top and then it just goes into bear market. But that wasn't the case. You did have a higher high that was put in after the blow off top. Yeah, if we go back, let's do this chart. Oh, what? No, this is buyback. I thought. Yeah, so the top that we put in back in 17, we actually did come back and we did take the highs and people were getting bullish again, and then it turned out just to completely fail. But I just remember this as being the top for some reason, this massive blow off top that we had. Yeah, I'm not bearish at the moment. It doesn't look, it looks like a reset to me. And I do still think that there are these lower targets that are in play. But we'll just have to wait and see. I think it's very neutral right now. I do think that this will still be a very big area of resistance when we come back up to 60k again. And if that happens, I will probably be looking for shorts, and we do have all these targets lower down. Yeah, they're all there. So as always, there's always two sides to the story. I'm more bullish on a lot of altcoins at the moment. Cool. What would you see the BTC price action needing to do to create a nice run for the alts over the next few days, weeks? Basically staying in a range. So I'm seeing, I think if we're going to have a really nice alt run, which we have been having, so I don't want to say we're going to get that again, because we've had a really nice run already on alts. Although I know a lot of the majors are still yet to kind of really catch up, but we have had a nice run so far. So I'd be looking at this, probably 60k down to 54k, to be a nice range, and maybe we can start to consolidate around here. What tends to happen with alts is when Bitcoin gets a big move down, then alts all get damaged, but then they all outperform after the dump. So alts will all, or the good alts will all outperform Bitcoin after the dump for the next week or so. Yeah, so we can still look at this as just this larger range that we're in, which basically is this green area of support up into these highs up here, really. Cool. Chris says, how long have you been trading and what did you do before? And how long did it take for you to become a profitable trader? So I've been trading since I got into crypto in 2017. I started trading it in 2018 after I realized that that I didn't buy the top. I got in quite early in 2017, luckily, and I was able to sell quite a lot, but I started trading in 2018. So yeah, I've been trading about 4 years. I've been profitable. I've been profitable the whole way through, but I've been trading full time and doing it for a living for just over a year now, which isn't long in like traditional markets and things like that if I hadn't been doing that before. But yeah, I went from being profitable and doing it now and again to really taking it on as a full-time thing over like the last 18 months. Yeah, I think that kind of covers it. I certainly had my liquidations and and things before then, but I think on the whole I was still more profitable than not early on as well. Yeah, I just became a bit of a geek and really learned all the technical analysis and started really getting into all of that at a very early stage. Yeah, I was going to do a stream actually, and I might do this on Friday. So if we do another one of those like fun Friday night streams, I was going to invite like a bunch of people onto the stream and everyone can share their stories, how they got into crypto, how they got into trading, give us some good like liquidation stories, ruining their lives and blowing up their accounts, and but also like the success stories as well. So I think it would just be really interesting to hear from other traders that are within the group. About what they've about their trading stories really. So I'm just talking and not looking at the charts. So let's go over some else. So Ethereum has been really interesting today. So we saw this last week where every time Bitcoin moves down, Ethereum just stays really stable. And then as soon as Bitcoin's stable, Ethereum pumps. And it's been happening quite consistently over the past couple of weeks, really. So we're definitely into this like decoupling from Bitcoin stage on Ethereum, which is really nice. On Ethereum, I'm looking up. So on the Bitcoin chart, I'm now looking for 0.043 area, 0.0436, and that will probably lead us. Well, we'll see. we are at resistance here on the US dollar chart. So this is our local golden pocket resistance here. So we have, let's just bring it over here. So we have our 618, which we're at. We also have this trend line. So you could, if we are looking at distribution here across the market, this will be where things are going to reverse. So yeah, definitely a take profit on Ethereum if you are in a long on Ethereum at the moment. If we do come back down, and if Bitcoin comes back down, I would be looking for it to hold this daily and then possibly form a consolidation, and then we can think about moving higher again after that. Yeah, this is actually a really, really important take profit level for me on Ethereum. We saw something similar happen. Where was it? It was actually this here, wasn't it? But it was smaller. So we're doing a really similar kind of structure, but on a bigger scale to what we had back here, where we had this support that was upsloping, looking as if it was kind of making this ascending triangle. It fell down into the weekly level. It came up into the golden pocket, which it did here. It had a little consolidation around this area, and then it broke out again. So I think right now, maybe we're not looking as low as this. This really depends on Bitcoin. But what would be quite nice now is to repeat that, consolidate around here, and then we can start to look higher again. So it's just these repeating patterns on Ethereum. So we're looking at this and this. But if Bitcoin does take another move down, then this daily and certainly this weekly is still important support. Okay. Centi, show my ETH chart. ETH chart. Yes, of course. Where is your ETH chart? Have you posted it in general? Oh, my mouse always... I've got this the annoying Mac mouse, and the scroller always breaks on it. Try that again. There we go. Is that... Here we go. So this is Centi's Ethereum chart. If everyone can see it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, cool. So yeah, he was saying last week, I said if we close a weekly above here, we'll move on to the next monthly in a week, and we gained over 10% on BTC. Close a weekly above the next monthly and see another strong move against BTC. ETH BTC is still looking so strong, even in the face of the BTC dump. Yeah, shows a testament to the strength of ETH currently. Yeah, I agree. So Ethereum's been moving up really nicely. It's just been doing this like stepping stone up. So it breaks out, it back tests the area that it broke out from, comes back up, resistance here, it breaks out again, and then it comes back down. It keeps coming like one level lower to where the breakout was. But this looks really nice. So yeah, what you could expect on an Ethereum chart if this continues, and this is what Centi is showing, is that you have a move up to this monthly here. If this can break, then we're looking at 0.0558 sats or Bitcoin, and then we'll probably come back down and we'll test some of these lower levels again. But yeah, it does look really nice. Ethereum's moving nicely. It does respect the technicals really well. Yeah, it's a good looking chart. So this is the same thing. These are my monthly levels, and this is where I'm expecting the next resistance. And on top of that, once we are through there, we have, you could say this low, and you could say this high. The speed fan's been working really nicely on it as well. Yeah, so it's just gradually working its way up. And then things look quite nice after that. Ethereum is one of those where it just keeps getting people really bullish, and then as soon as people are really bullish, it comes back down and tests its last major support. 2K10 Clarky, really good update this morning. Was feeling like bailing on a bunch of positions, and then you helped me out, helped me think straight. Thanks, Luke. I am glad. Yeah, this morning was a weird one. Things were looking pretty shaky earlier on this morning, and it was one of those that you really had to have strong hands in order to hold those positions. Because not only was Bitcoin coming down, but the alts were really, really bleeding. And yeah, it was one of those where a lot of people got stopped out, because what I was saying last night is that we'd started making these consecutive higher lows. And a lot of people at that point would have been stopped out here when price came back down below. But that's Bitcoin, and it's just what it does so much. I was able to stay in the long on Bitcoin because I had my invalidation down here. But a few of the alts that I was trading, not on Ethereum and not on Litecoin, but there were a few alts that I did get stopped out on, which is annoying. But yeah, you've just got to accept that. Yeah. Let's have a look at Litecoin. Tired. Litecoin's been a really interesting one as well. We have a weekly level. Yeah, Litecoin looks really nice. Oh, it came back into that weekly so nicely. And then, yeah. Yeah, that was such a good trade on Litecoin, actually. I keep banging on about this, but this was like the perfect trade. You come into your weekly here on the US dollar chart. You have a weekly level here, and then you have your monthly level here. It was just such a nice trade because it immediately bounced like 20%. Cool. Okay, Crypto Prince, could you go over speed fans and how you like to use them? Yes, I can. So let me draw a speed fan. Let's go local on Bitcoin and draw a speed fan. So I like to use, let's delete all this. So with a speed fan, you are looking for significant high and your low. So I would draw it like this. Oh, back testing this area. Let's see if this can hold. I just remembered actually, because the ETH trade I was in, because I'm streaming, I didn't take profit on it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to take profit unless we lose that. Actually, that's fine. Cool. We will monitor this situation. I don't want us to fall back inside this range again. Otherwise, I'll just have to reduce my position a little bit. And that might actually be a good short. Yeah, sorry, so speed fans. I do them quite simply. Like, I look for mainly for confluence on the 618. Like, I make myself like a golden pocket channel that goes on here on the speed fan, and I also quite like the 786. So you take it from the high to the low, and then you can look at an area of resistance as it's coming into it. So yeah, if you got the speed fan, this is an area of resistance that we're in right now. It's really nice to use it with confluence on other things. There are certain assets that do trade it really well. You can do the same thing on like lows to highs. So you can draw from this low to this high. And yeah, we had this bounce off of it here. And then we had this attempt to hold it around this area, but as soon as it lost that, then it really fell through there. That was quite a nice, interesting area as well, because you had the two lining up together here. Clearly, you wouldn't have been able to draw. You wouldn't have been able to draw this downtrending one at this point, but when you look back at it, that's quite a nice area where these overlapped. Alan's saying, yeah, someone shorted at 57,150. Yeah, fair enough. I'm not scalping at the moment. 57,150, was that a level? Had your previous day point of control up here. Yeah. Okay, we are falling back into this range. But we still do have these highs here. That's cool. Anyway, yeah, speed fans, that's how I draw them. Hopefully that is how that was useful. I'm going to take a look at this. Yeah. I don't see how there's a single print here. It's yeah, we do have these highs here. came up into that nicely. And then rejected there. So yeah, this you could have traded this. We didn't even get up to 57,150 on Bybit. Didn't even get that high. Nice. We probably had this naked point of control. Yep. So yeah, this would have been a good short because you do have this deviation from the range. You do have, so you can draw your range from here to here. So you could have taken our point of control at 57.50. Got into a short there. Yeah, just looking back down at this point here, but these are these are really quick scalps. If you're going to swing trade this, you'd be looking at this as a swing failure of these highs, which it was a scenario I've been looking at. So if we do come back and we do that, then we'll be looking lower again. So yeah. Yeah, here's our naked point of control at 57k. Which for some reason isn't showing to me as a naked point of control. Even though price never came up to it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, could have scalped that. That's nice. We could go on to our daily. Wasn't giving us anything in the 4 hour. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, so that was our highest naked point of control if you're using 40 ticks, so $20 time frame. Yeah, that that was really nice actually. That was really nice. So that was the exact high. So if anyone had that naked point of control on their chart, then congrats. So yeah, 57,120, which was the high. Nice. Nice. Good trade. I didn't trade it because I wasn't looking at it. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, how we keep coming into these. So at the lows, we came into this one. We come down to our lowest one here. We come up into our highest one. And then we continue the range. Unless this holds, which it still could. Wrx Usdt says, what about ETH? I have gone over ETH already. Yeah. Ethereum, I'm just looking. We're at resistance here, so this is to take profit if you're in a long. And but the BTC chart does look nice, and I'm looking at in time, as long as this monthly can hold, then I'm looking up here to the next monthly level. So yeah, really simple on Ethereum. Okay, I'm just going to There we go. Just had to manage a trade quickly because it does look like we might be having this swing failure going on here of these highs. Oh my god, this thing. I'll be looking for this daily again to hold. VWAP Fib, hey Luke, would you consider scheduling a live scalping session for the members one day soon? It would be really cool to see you in action. Yeah, I think what I'll probably need to do for live scalping is just really get back into the zone with it, because I just haven't had the time to do it for the last couple of weeks. I'm sure everyone can understand why. Like, setting this stuff up that I'm doing now and doing all these streams, they're fairly time consuming. So I haven't actually been trading as much as I used to. I'll definitely get back into it. I just need to get into the routine of doing these updates and doing these videos and everything. So yeah, I will for sure. What I quite like to do is, anytime I am streaming, it's nice to look at these scalps. I remember a couple of weeks ago we had a really nice session where I was doing a Zoom call with some members, and we took a nice, or one of them took a nice scalp on that, and we saw the whole trade go from like start to finish, and it just worked out so perfectly. So yeah, it'd be nice to do that live. It's interesting here because this is this like potential swing failure in play right now off of the naked point of control. So if this cannot get back above and hold above, then we could be looking lower still. 56,250 weekly on BTC, looking for a retest of this and then hold a support and break up. 56,250. So that would be this weekly open. Yeah, so our weekly open. Yep. Yeah, sure, certainly. I always clean my charts up a bit for the stream, but yeah, the weekly open would be like, we're just in this really nice area where there is definite support here. I'm putting more weight at the moment on this daily level. No, yeah, I agree. The weekly open is a really important level actually today, because then we can kind of get that engulfing candle and look for higher prices for sure. So yeah, at this point the weekly open again becomes important. The daily is still very important, but yep. Print a candle like this and we're looking okay. Cool. It's holding okay here. Yep. See what happens. Okay. I tried pulling a pitchfork that I posted in Bitcoin TA channel. Do you mind having a look at it? Would like your opinion on if you think this is a valid pitchfork. Okay. Crypto prints. Yeah, let's have a look at these. Yeah, so that looks valid to me. So you take a significant low, then you go to your high and your low after that. I don't really trade pitchforks that much. I know there are others within the group that are much better at much better at them than myself. But this looks valid to me. That looks okay. Yeah, and again we've got these. So this will be your oh, okay, so you've got your like 618 pockets either side, so this is 3, 2. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I need to do a bit more work on pitchforks myself. I've never been one to trade them very much. But I'll brush up on them, and I'll start looking at them again, I guess. Yeah, they look fine. That looks like a good enough pitchfork to me. Looks valid. Okay, just going through. I've got a couple of messages from the stream on Discord. So 610. No, the 61.8, etc. February numbers. Applied by Elliot mostly. So we had a question earlier in the on the YouTube about the 65% level. So when we're looking at like the golden pocket, why the 65% level is significant, I think, and also that like yeah, everyone knows that 61.8 is a number based on the golden ratio and all of that, and that the 66% is another level there. But I think the 65% has basically just come from trading and knowing the significance of the 618, and as traders started to recognize that, I think the 6.5 or the 6.6 or the 666 or whatever you want to use as your second level within the golden pocket is that became an area to almost kind of, it's just one of those things like, yeah, people know this is the area, the 618, but then the market will look to stop them out before the move actually happens. So it's just that theory of you have your level, and then there's a high likelihood that those traders get stopped out if they're in too early. I think that's really where it comes from. I don't think the 6.5, the 6.6, or whatever level you add to the golden pocket is hugely important. I know some people use the 0.7. But yeah, it's just that theory of you come into it once, you take the stops, and then you actually complete the move after that. Cool. SK, I only take a long when there is confluence with the golden pocket. Do you take longs off a daily level even if there is no golden pocket confluence? Yeah, I will do. Like that certainly isn't the only thing. They are important, and there are important levels, but I do probably place more weight on horizontal support and resistance than I do on Fibonacci. Like, but yeah, I'd be happy enough to take a long, as long as there was other confluence there as well. So For example, when we were longing the weekly a few weeks ago, we didn't have confluence from a Fibonacci or any of the fib levels because we just came into, yeah, we didn't really hit the 0.5 and we came through the 382. So we didn't really have confluence with the fibs, but what we did have confluence with is if we're looking at order blocks down here. So we did have confluence here, as if you like to trade order blocks. We did have a naked point of control down here. We did have this weekly level that's like where this daily is now. So yeah, that was an important thing for me, was as long as there is other confluence there, I don't need to be looking for a golden pocket at 618 for that at all. It's like in this case, we have our previous range point of control, which it isn't anymore, so there's not so much going on here. But yeah, our golden pocket is all the way up here, but we still do have, we've got a weekly level here and we've got our monthly open here. So again, if you can build up confluence, it doesn't matter what it is. Certain things have more, I hold more weight on than others. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't not take this trade just because there's no no 618 or no golden pocket there. I would still take a trade there based off of that. But then yeah, you also have confluence up here because you do have these lows and you do have this little area here, which is interesting. So yeah, that's that. As long as you can build confluence somewhere or another, then that's okay. Cool. Okay. Got is this question in the Callan, if you're in the on the YouTube stream, just ask me where I'm from in the UK. I live in London. So yeah, if there's anyone else from London in here, then say hello. I'm not from London originally, but I do live here now. I'm getting tired. Why is my range not showing? Weird. Really need to, I'm gradually sorting my charts out again. Yeah. There's so many nice areas to trade above here. 6,800 looks great. Jaffe used to squat in Kennington. Nice. Martin's in London as well. All right. Yeah. Everyone, let me know where you're from. That'll be nice to hear where everyone's from in here. So there's only one football team in London, and it's from the east side. So Centi will either be, there's a lot of East London football teams. Yeah. The proper East London football team would be West Ham, but I don't know if Centi would be a West Ham fan. Arsenal, you can't really. No, they're not. They're more north now. Tottenham, Tottenham, what a joke. Yeah, I was going to say West Ham. The one going to Champions League. Yes, oh, Centi is a West Ham fan. Yeah, because by by the sound of things, yeah. What does everyone think about the bloody European Super League nonsense that's going on? I hear, is it Chelsea have backed out of that now? Man City are backing out of it now. Annoyingly, I'm a Man United supporter. I have been since I was like 8 years old, just because of Beckham and Giggs and Scholes and York and Cole and all of that. So yeah, but it seems like we're one of the kind of the worst lot at the moment with this whole Super League shit that's going on, which is a shame. Wow, yeah, a lot of people from the UK in here. Jaffa saying Millwall. Banzai in St. Albans, nice. Jamie's in South Africa, yes. Callan in Hertfordshire. Alan in Galway, that's cool. I've got a friend in Galway. Flojan Gaming, Djibouti. Where is that? Where is Djibouti? Nice. Yeah, we should definitely have a Toros meetup soon. Woodward is gone. Wait. Is this actually just happened? Have I missed something? Or are you just saying Woodward is gone as in like he's a goner? Or has he actually gone? Haha, he has resigned. Oh, amazing. Manchester United announces Ed Woodward leaves his role at the end of 2021. Perfect. Great. Oh, that's nice. It's really weird as well. Yeah, I've missed all of that. I missed everything on with all the Super League stuff tonight. Too busy to do anything right now. Crazy. So Edward was resigned. Mourinho was back at Tottenham's training ground today, which was weird. I heard about that one. Yeah. McGregor should definitely buy Man United. I think it's weird because with the whole Super League thing, I hate the idea of it, and I know it's just money grabbing from Real Madrid and all of that because they're in so much debt. It's just them trying to save their own ass, really. But there's certain things that I do see, like, it would be kind of cool in a way if there was something like I don't like the reforms that they're doing on the Champions League and all of those kind of things, and I hate the Super League idea as what they've proposed at the moment, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. Anyway, back to the charts. It's always the case that Bitcoin's doing nothing and we get sidetracked. Ethereum is still moving. this is pretty big for ETH right now. Looks good. Litecoin. This was so nice. This was another one. Yeah, you had that golden pocket confluence on your monthly here. So, yeah. Whoever it was earlier that mentioned that they don't take trades without this confluence, if you're looking at the LTC BTC pair, that's really, really nice confluence there. Yeah, nice. Alts. He had some really great setups on alts. Casey looks good. Into weekly resistance. RSR, one of my favorites. Took these lows, looks good. BNB still moving. I need to check VET. I still got quite a lot of VET. Yeah, VeChain still looks good. Maybe not. Yes, it's too many alts. Too many altcoins. All right, let's go through these. I haven't seen James Corden's response to it actually. I saw there was a video, but I haven't heard what he had to say. Yeah, Chris, I'm a big soccer football fan as well. What alts are people buying? I got in some positions this morning on the dump. After I annoyingly got stopped out of some, but luckily I took a lot of profit last Friday. I bought today. What did I buy? I bought quite a few. This is why I always have a US dollar stack on the side. I bought some Acro. I sold some Doge. I shorted Doge. That was yesterday. Bought some Tron. RSR, KSM, TRB, Coti, SRM, BZRX, Matic, Band, SXP, CRV, Bell, and Ocean. So that's what I got today. I think all of those are in the green right now, which is good. Luke, can you go over some tips regards to taxes on crypto? Hate to give share to Taxman. I think I will get in trouble if this gets flagged on YouTube for saying anything about that kind of thing. I don't really know the YouTube rules. I know there are certain words that they listen for, and I've just said one of those words. But yeah, I don't personally, from my perspective, I am more or less unbanked. A lot of my, like, I don't have much in my bank account. I've got much more in crypto, and I do, because I'm self-employed, I do have to declare things, but yeah, it's not a big issue for me. Yeah, that whole issue isn't really a concern for me. so much it's not yeah, whatever. How do the alts typically perform in bear market? Really badly, unless it's link. Yeah, bear market. Yeah, I don't think we're not going into a bear market yet. I'm still quite confident in that. I think we're possibly going through our first major correction of the bull market, but I do think that only marks like the halfway point of a bull market. And that's only if we start coming down here. So I'm still really bullish as long as we're above like 38k. As long as we don't come back into this range, then I am fine. Yeah, we've got so much support lining up, and the longer that this holds around these areas, the better things look. So I'd happily come down, take these lows, get in a massive long position, and trade this higher. Like, I really don't think we're going. Personally, I don't see this as being a bear market, and even if it was, if you're looking to take these lows and it comes down here, then with the size of swing that you're playing there, it's quite a low risk area there. You're not going to lose a lot if we do start going into bear market territory. Yeah. But alts, if it was a bear market, they tend to just, what happened on the last cycle anyway, and I can only speak for what happened in the last cycle, is that Bitcoin topped out and then alts went mad. So every time Bitcoin corrects, alts dump really heavily, and then during the consolidation they catch up and they overtake, and then Bitcoin dumps again, and then alts catch up and overtake. But alts keep making these higher lows, higher highs, whilst Bitcoin is ranging. So yeah, this looks like quite a nice backtest confirmation here. So if anyone did take the scalp, I hope they've taken their profits. You should really have been taking profits back on this weekly if you were taking a scalp there. It's one of those crazy ones that I don't tend to take. Yeah, you had a naked point of control there, but when you've got this as support, whoops, not my mic again. Yeah, not my kind of trade. It was a nice trade, but it's long, you had to take profit quickly on it. How do you find trading in the bear market? So I find it much easier to trade when we're in a bear market, or when we're in, I wouldn't say a bear market is easier to trade. A bear market's really difficult. But what you have afterwards, after the bear market, I find that much easier to trade than I do a bull market. So a bull market, I find it really easy to take swing long positions. That's not really trading. I take swing long positions and I take profit on those swing longs. I don't tend to bother about what goes on in between, because where the money is taking these swing longs, these swing longs, these swing longs, taking profit quickly, compounding them, and doing that. That's how I like to trade a bull market. When we go into a bear market, and this is just my plan, what people seem to think is that people always have the assumption that like Bitcoin, or people seem to think that Bitcoin was in like a bull market and then in a bear market for 3 years. But that's not the case at all. Bitcoin Bitcoin had a bear market for about a year, and then it had a 3 years of bull market again. So I will explain quickly. So here is your parabolic advance. This is your top, and then we enter a bear market, which again is difficult to trade for, well, let's say 365 days is there, and that is pretty much exactly a 1 year bear market. From that point onwards, we're not in a bear market anymore. This is back into you have a really nice move up, and then you have a 6 month move down. But yeah, Bitcoin has these things of almost like 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down. Whereas most retail thinks it has 1 year up, 3 years down, 1 year up, 3 years down, but that's not the case. A lot of this is the nicest stuff to trade. So this is how I like the 2 years afterwards are what I find easiest to trade, because you have much nicer ranges that go on after your parabolic move, after your bear market. Then you go into really nice range bound stuff, which is the most fun to trade. Yeah, and that's where I do much more active trading along there, when things aren't as volatile, I guess. Pat W. McCrotch, Deadass Leak. I haven't watched YouTube in a while, but you and Neo are the only ones I'm tuning into nowadays. Thank you. Yeah, Neo is cool. Neo's good fun. I do like to. I often join Neo on his streams as well, and yeah, he's crazy, but we love him. Neo's a really good guy. And again, like with Neo and with what I'm trying to do as well, it's like it's just no bullshit. It's yeah, we say what we see, and yeah, not too much shilling of shit going on. I try not to do the whole ego thing as well. Yeah. Martin says, how long is usual dead time on crypto between bull cycles, and alts are untradeable, right? What you trade then, BTC only or back to stocks and others? So the thing is, for me, like, you guys have to remember that I've only been in crypto since 2017, so I've only seen one full cycle. Yeah, all of that is tradable. Or from what I remember, like everything was tradable, and everything still had its cycles. You still had your alt seasons. You still had nice moves from all the alts. Like everything is still tradable. It's just not all crazy and going up like it has been this year. So it just turns into another style of trading. Like you do things do get beaten up during those 3 years or during that year, but it's certainly, yeah, like we can go on to Ethereum USD here on, so this is just an example of an alt. It's Ethereum. What has some history? Here we go. So all these moves are definitely tradable, and you end up just making really nice ranges here. So you just come into this reaccumulation area, or this accumulation area, and that's the most tradable stuff of everything. And you can start to just build positions then, and feel quite safe in the knowledge that like this is a range. You don't have to get too emotional about things. So yeah, it's all tradable. Everything's tradable. Like no matter if you're bull market or bear market, it's just easier to hold positions and it's more forgiving in a bull market. Because if you're taking longs, the chances are you're going to be able to get out of those longs even if the market turns against you. Like if this is a bull market, you could have been longing up here, you could be underwater, but in a bull market you can get forgiven and eventually you'll get out. And yeah, that's the difference. If you're taking swing positions, like clearly if you're taking a high leverage scalp here, you're not going to be wanting to hold this all the way down here. But if you were silly enough to take a long, bull markets do give you exits. Not that I'm saying you should ever do that. VWAP fib on daily log scale, I was looking at reducing high highs and higher lows, and it looks like the moves are running out of steam. So yeah, I do see that as well. Like you can look at log scale and this does look like it could do this. Or I always have a bounce at the end. Yeah, it does look like it's kind of rolling over. But we did that here. We did that here. We did that here. We did that here. Here. And this is just stuff in the bull market. And this is where I see us being at the moment, possibly. So it's the same time that lines up is that it's kind of a combination what's going on now of these ranges. So I guess we had this, so highs, and then you start to build divergences here, and then it starts to fall off, and you eventually come back, and that's a really good buying opportunity and moves higher. It's a bit of a different beast at the moment, Bitcoin. I think we have to realize that previous patterns only work so well. It was a very different market back then. It was like this was all retail driven, and there is an element of that. Like we do have our FUD that comes in when BTC corrects, and then suddenly it's all good news again. But yeah, if you do look at log scale, that does look a bit toppy. But yeah, you never know. It could have just been a case of backtesting and this being arranged, and then we move higher. Yeah, it's so again, do you say bull cycles are more profitable just because moving distances are way longer with more price action? Yeah, bull cycles are definitely more profitable. Because my strategy is like, if you believe in crypto, then you accumulate during those bear markets and during those quiet times. So like you can make so much more money, and this year's been great for that. Like I've been really bullish on Cardano for 4 years. And I had the opportunity. Let's do this on the US dollar chart. Let's do this on pitchforks just because it's got more history. But yeah, I was able to buy Cardano, just as one example, all around here during these lows. It's the same thing with VET. So, and the thing is, you can just stick like a percentage of money that you make in your day-to-day trading or your day-to-day life. You can just put money into projects that you like, and it just acts as like a savings account. Same with VET. I was buying VET down here, and I had the opportunity to buy VET down there, which I feel quite lucky that I've been able to do because I've been in crypto that long. But yeah, like those kind of positions that you build, like you could put $1,000 or something into something like Cardano, and it's made you enough to buy a car or something, like a nice car, or like it's not house money yet from $1,000, but there are alts that can do that as well. But you've got to know when to sell, and you've got to know when to scale out of things. Like I have a really nice position in VET, but I've been scaling out of it, and you got to know when to take your profits. But yeah, like bull markets are definitely more profitable because you don't have to trade them. You just hold on to what you got. Would you share your exit strategy if we are close to the end of the bull market, please? See, I really don't think we're close. Like, at some point I will be wrong. But I don't think we're close to the end of the bull market. I think we've gone up a little bit too crazy high for the start of the year, and I do think that could lead to a 40% correction. But if it does lead to a 40% correction, then that does just bring us down into support, which seems crazy. But in 2017, there were 3 of those. We had 3 40% corrections, and it just kept moving up. So I do still see Bitcoin as ending the year a lot higher than it is now. But yeah, it might not. You never know, and that's why you trade it level by level. My exit is just to, every time I make profit, I take profit. I never like to have too much unrealized profit on any trades that I've taken. If I see the market starting to get greedy, I will reduce exposure and I will just sell into USDT. So I have a stack that I'm just growing and not touching on USDT, and that's like the kind of thing that I wouldn't really even put back in unless we do like get this 38k area or something. So this is like put money aside. Every time you take profits, you can reallocate some of it, but you also hold a percentage of it in US dollars. And for me, I find that works. Like, if we were to go into a bear market, my overall portfolio would take quite a hit, but I'd still have that US dollars that I'd made through the bull market then. Yeah, and when we go through times like this and we have these dips, the only thing you need to realize is, like, I'd say every time we have a drop, just write down what your like what I do, I just write down my portfolio balance on each exchange and in US dollar value and in Bitcoin value every time we have a major dip. And if your portfolio is looking like this, making higher lows, so let's say you start here and you have 10 grand in your portfolio, you come up, you come back down here and you look at your portfolio again and you have 15 grand here. You come up, you might have 25 grand up here, but you come back down and you might have 20 grand here. So although at this point it feels like you've lost 5 grand in profit, you've made 5 grand since you were last here. So it's that kind of thing that I think of. Like, this is for hodl positions, not trading. But yeah, as long as you look at your portfolio as a series of higher higher highs and higher lows, then that's good. Yeah. Mandeep says, is USDT safe to hold? Yeah, I've got no issues with USDT. Yeah, I've never been bothered with the Tether FUD. I never listen to it. I don't care. But if you don't like USDT, then use USDC or use BUSD, or on Binance and a lot of exchanges now you can just trade it into US dollars or British pounds, and you can hold that on the exchange, so it's fine. Crypto Fib bought Cardano for like 6-7 cents and VET at 0.005. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I have sold like half or like a decent position in both Cardano and VET, but yeah, I haven't sold all of it yet. Can I look at Wrx Usdt? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, what to say about that? I wouldn't. This isn't something I'd be buying, but yeah, you got support here. I think with a USDT pair, I'd want to see it take this low, and then I'd maybe look for a long position. If it can get a bounce and take this low, then you might start looking at another high to be put in before it comes back down, and probably comes into this area here. Yeah, I'd be looking for something like that. Take out this low, take out any stops that are remaining on this. That's a massive drop already. Take the low, then things look maybe a bit better. Yeah, there's not really much more I can say on that. It's just gone crazy. What's the Bitcoin chart looking like? Is there a chart with more history? Nope. Again, BTC pair, I'd want to see it take the low. There's really not much I can say on this asset. You could go I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't touch something like this that was this high up. Yeah, BNTC data. Yeah, I had a look at it. I don't know what personally wouldn't trade that. Amar Deep again. Do you think Anchor is an interesting project? I don't know too much about the project itself. I've traded it before, and I know they're decent enough crypto. But yeah, again, I wouldn't be trading this. The stuff I'm interested in trading is the stuff that looks like Acro, for example, that still is not gone crazy. It's all my colors have gone. It's things like KSM, which still looks pretty decent, could come lower. It's things like EOS, which is moving out of accumulation, CRV, which looks really nice, Coti, which look really nice, RSR, which looks really nice. Yeah, all of this is the stuff I like trading, things where you actually have price history near it. Yeah, I just wouldn't trade anything that's just gone on too much of a mad run and has too much space below it. Not for me. So yeah, Anchor might be good. I wouldn't trade it and I wouldn't buy it. Not here anyway. Can you explain what I posted in general chat? I'm not familiar with it. Is it staking? Oh, this Bybit balance booster. Centi just posted this. Yes, Luxury is going to do some charting. If anyone wants Luxury to do some ALTSZN, hit him up. Everyone flood him with requests in the Discord group now. And while I'm at it, anyone who is not in the Discord, come and join the Discord. There is the Discord. Pin message. And anyone who is not yet subscribed to the channel, then do this. I'm going to do it again. I'm sorry. It's going to be really slow. I need to sort that out. Sorry, Anna put in such hard work to make that, and I'm just ruining it by having a shit computer that has a broken, my GPU is broken on this, so I can't really do anything with it. Go on, off you go. Little notification. No, it's just going to freeze there, isn't it? Go away. There we go. It's done. Cool. Sorry. Do I have any technical analysis tutorials? So I am in the process of putting a bunch of stuff together. So I, myself and Luxury, who is a coach within my Discord group. So we are putting together some educational content. We're going to be doing like a beginner's series of everything covering like simple support and resistance, risk management, trading psychology, Fibonacci levels, trading ranges. Then we'll go into some more advanced things like the TPO charts, swing failure patterns, certain things like that. There's a bunch of videos that we want to be putting together. But at the moment, what we're doing until then is we have our Discord community, which like you get we get tons of charts. There's loads of really good people within the group here that share all their ideas on the charts, both Bitcoin, altcoin, people sharing their stories over here. I've only set this one up today. I share various trade setups that I'm looking at, so along that I was getting into, and I just give like regular updates on the market as well. And yeah, we offer like one-to-one coaching as well over in the Discord. So yeah, we have an announcement here. So we do offer one-to-one coaching, and that's what's helping the Discord keep going at the moment. And also we kind of just run on donations. So I will do this also in the description below. There are links to there are 2 links in the description which you should be able to see below. The first link, you can tip the channel via PayPal, and on the second link you can tip the channel via crypto. And basically, yeah, you can use Streamlabs or YouTube donation things, or you can use this thing called OneUpCoin, which you put in your like crypto address, and you can just send me like anything, any crypto you like. It will end up in my Coinbase account, and happy days. So that's how we're running things at the moment. It's just all donation based and doing these one-to-ones. Once we start getting some more educational content going, then we might look to kind of release like more kind of premium content, and having the educational stuff as either like a subscription based service or something like that. So yeah, we're always going to keep we want to do what the community wants to do, really. I don't want to close things off, but this is very time consuming, so there are ways in which we do have to try and monetize it in some way. But yeah, at the moment my goal is just to keep growing the community. Yeah. So yeah, Martin, I think I covered your point there. So Martin says, Luke, what's your goal for Discord, and do you plan future implement monthly subs like CC? Yeah, I think I just covered that. So that is a possibility, but that would only be once we start releasing the content that really is more time consuming to create. For now, I like to keep most things open for everyone. Yeah, it certainly would be much more affordable than other places. Yeah. Yeah, Bitcoin's like doing what it did last night, where it ended up just falling back down, and Asia session, typical. Bingus token. I've never heard of Bingus token. Yeah, sorry, never heard of it. Amadi, do you have Twitter? I do have a Twitter account, but I never use it. So yeah, I'm not going to post my Twitter in here. You'll be able to find it if you search Toros Crypto. You'll be able to find my Twitter account, but I don't use it. I keep everything in the Discord. So yeah, if you are not already in the Discord, then join it. I have posted the link. It is pinned to the chat. Cool. All right, I think I'm just going to look at what is this Bingus token. There's Bingus token. If it's not even on CoinGecko, then I'm not gonna bother. I'm just. Oh, what the Bybit balance booster is? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just something like Binance have it as well, where you can just, it's like earning interest on the crypto that you hold there. Yeah, it's nothing. I don't think it's really anything that I'd ever use. Like on Binance, you could do this locked staking thing, or like flexible staking, where you can earn like tiny amounts of interest on the crypto you hold, but yeah, not worth it. Is Doge really moving again? I hope. Come on. Really? No, it's not good. Doge. I'm in a short on Doge. I'm not closing my short on Doge. So, yeah, sorry. Sorry, I'm in a short and I've taken profit once, but yeah, I am not closing this. Not a chance. Wait until it gets back up to 36 cents and then see what happens there. Hopefully it gets sold into. The sooner I see this coin go down, the better. It means like, at least that means money can flow in elsewhere. That short is getting wrecked. Yeah, like where has price gone since I entered this? I'm still in 20% profit here. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm happy with this short. I'm gonna stick with it. Do you know if anyone uses Renko in your group? Chart and BTC TA. Renko. No. That does look really interesting, actually. I will have to have a look at this. So is this just a way you can set up your chart on TradingView, or is it like an indicator or something that just has a bunch of stuff built into it? I assume you've made these levels, but then it just gives you these things as it's like some Ichimoku cloud thing going on. It looks really cool. I like it. I wouldn't know how to trade it, but yeah, I like it. All right, yeah, we've got this. Yeah. Pro Plus. I am on Pro Plus. It's stupid. This is what? This just looked crazy. I'm sure I'm on the right plan to do that. How weird if I'm not. Yeah, cool. Yeah, first of all, I need to check my plan on TradingView, and secondly, I will look at that. I've used Fibonacci a few times before, but I like traditional charts the most. Fibonacci is kind of nice. Yeah. All right. Cool. I think I am going to leave it there. The other thing I want to do, again, like it, hopefully we'll get some more people in these rooms. Like we're at that time where it's just a slog to get more viewers and things. But I'd like to open it up and start doing stocks and things a bit more on here as well. So yeah, but we'll wait and see. Cool. Yeah, if there's anyone in the chat that is not already in the Discord, please do join. It'll be good to see you over there. But I'm going to leave it there, and I will speak to everyone tomorrow. Night, guys.